Welcome back to the channel, guys. Aren't you excited to see what we're doing today? Yes, it's the same thing we did yesterday. But we're actually here. We're working. We are out back at the shop. Brandon's back. He's got some side projects on the go. We're doing lots of work here. As you can see behind me here, we've got some fender repairs. I'm doing all the little repairs that Brandon made because he broke some stuff. So I'm here to fix it. That's my job. So anyway, we're ready to go. Next thing we're going to do is start taping up this front lip, sand it down smooth, lay some glass on it. I do need some more supplies. We need some cups and some stuff just to allow it to lay some more fiberglass in. So Brandon's here. He's feeling good, right?
Feeling good.
He's feeling good. He's feeling good. We're knocking out this fender right here, as you've seen in the time lapse, or you will see in the time lapse. I'll show you how this all came together. But what you've seen all in the thumbnail, we're going to try and fit this Rocket Bunny kit on this C4 Corvette. Just kidding. Genuine Rocket Bunny kit. Can you imagine? I didn't ever think I would be in the presence of something so expensive. My goodness. So, Brandon's working on that too. This man is a wizard of all kinds. We're working on some lights. You can see over there, I got those going. Trying to see how long the battery's going to last, so I'm not that guy at the car show who needs a boost, because that guy gets laughed at, and then everyone just watches me push the car out in shame. So anyway, we're getting back to work. We got a few more repairs, waiting for some things to dry. And yeah, we're going to keep on hustling. I think today the plan is to mount these side skirts. I'm going to finish up the rest of the repairs as much as possible so we can start finishing up those rear fenders. Get that mounted, get it sanded, and then get the front lip laid out, and then we're on the home stretch. I think after that we just got to keep moving. It's the small things that kind of just get a pain in your neck. Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah, anything you want to say to people?
Welcome back to sanding.
Hold on.
People who say I don't wear a mask, I do wear a mask.
I was going to comment. I'm glad you're wearing a mask.
I do wear a mask. This is just the stuff that falls everywhere else.
Yes.
On my lungs, I don't smell anything. So
Wonderful. Wonderful. Have you read any of the comments lately?
I have not.
You have not?
No, I watched the new video last night.
You did watch the video?
I did. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Good.
So proud of you. Yeah, there's a lot of good comments for you to read. They're saying you're doing a great job, Brandon. Keep going. You got this.
I should read them.
Yeah, you should read them.
It's also a team effort.
That's right.
So it's not just me.
So what we're gonna do maybe the next one, once we finally get some of this stuff kind of smoothed out, we'll set the car up nice. We'll clean this up in here, blow it out a little bit, and then we'll sit down and we'll go through some comments and we'll let you know what we think about them.
And address the concerns you may have.
We'll answer all the questions you have. So please leave some comments below and let us know what you think. Also, hit the like button. Thank you for all the influx of subscribers that have come through. I've got like 60 in the last 3 days. Fantastic. Thank you for that. And welcome aboard. A little recap. We are building a wide-body C4 Corvette. It is the slowest Corvette ever made. It's a 1984 with the Crossfire engine. It is solid and so reliable. If you don't know anything about those, definitely YouTube that engine. It is peak performance for its time. Anyway, it's great. It's a nice car. The car's been rebuilt from the ground up. If you want to head back to some other videos, if you haven't seen them, please feel free to start over at the beginning of this. It'll only take you about a month to watch them all, and then you'll be at this point. So yeah, let's get back to work. Turn that music down. I can't think.
Can't think.
Okay, we're back.
It's been hours
We are
later.
hours later. We haven't been recording a thing. We have been busy working on some stuff. We're getting this Rocket Bunny kit done so we can fit it on the Corvette. I don't know. We're losing it. I've added 1.5 inch lip onto this front end. You remember before it was kind of tapered into the front and tapered in around at this point. The issue was that as I was cutting with the knife, I kind of went in, so it tapered itself in. Now it's perfectly flat. I took the table saw and cut 1.5 inch wide strips. And we've made a perfect, wow, it's white. So it went all the way around. So now we're figuring out some trimming. Brandon's going over this gap right here that we've got. So we want to make sure that this lip is as tipped up as possible to allow it to maintain its straightness. And we have some theories, don't we?
I have some theories. Right now the car is lowered in the rear and it's raised up in the front. And this does look level. But we have a gap here. And we didn't really have it before, but we did some trimming since then. So I gotta close this gap, and you can see it's touching here. So I've had this same issue when I did the G35 wide body. We had a fender that came onto the bumper, and I had to trim it, but he wanted it to not cover a vent. Okay, so I rotated it. I did some brain calculations, like this is what I'm gonna have to do. So this is the same kind of instance. This gap here, I have to now get over here. So from this point to this point, about there, let's say, I have to shave this pretty much like a straight line. You've already cut this to be straight, but now that, actually, when I come down lower, this is tapered backwards. So it's not exactly how I'm wanting it to look. So to get this, to close this gap, I need to shave probably from here to here, and then this whole splitter can come rotate back up to this new point, which will then close this gap. So that's what we're going to do.
It will be. I think there'll still be a bit of a gap because of this rubber. This bumper is pushing down in the front here.
Yes, there'll be a bit of a gap. I don't think I want to trim that much, maybe even just half that. I'd rather go a little bit at a time.
Yep.
I might just sand it instead of take a DA to it. Sorry, a oscillating saw.
Oscillating saw.
Oscillating saw. Because yeah, it looks good, but that gap we gotta adjust, which isn't a huge deal. And then behind the bumper, Jay cut out a bunch, which was hanging us up last time. You can kind of see where my finger is. He trimmed all that off. So that distance is pretty much exactly what I need over here. And it's already cut away. So I'm gonna trim that and see how it comes up. Which will then rotate this splitter. And then when it's lowered, it actually might look lower.
I think it will be a little lower, yeah.
I just don't want it to then be cockeyed upwards. You know what I mean?
Too much.
Yeah, so when you look at it, it's not level. So I want to just kind of figure some stuff out before we go cutting. But yeah.
Okay. Great. So do you think the splitter is good? We should tape it, lay it.
Yeah, I'm happy. It looks really nice. I like what you did.
Okay. So next we got to decide, looking at this angle right here, do I cut this straight to have this taper out so it comes into a point here to then at the tire, or because right now it's wider than the wheels and I don't want it to be wider than the wheels. I want to give her a little trim back. And same with that side. It's a little further past the wheel. So we want to see some wheel. I want to see some poke. I want to see some of that. Plus it's if I don't have to take this off before it goes on the trailer, this can't be wider than the wheels. So, yeah. If they don't have to take it off. It's going to be ginormous anyway. So big, yeah. Oh, what? Wait, what?
Look at that.
Somebody has discovered something. I was going to say, the laser never lies.
Never lies. It's just not bolted down.
Oh, well,
So it closes that
why
gap.
isn't it bolted down?
It closes
Oh,
that
my goodness. Maybe
What
just a
is it?
little trimming.
Maybe just a little shave.
Oh,
Look at that gap. That's
look,
nice.
just look at it.
So we have to maybe just shave this just a bit so this can come up. So like this whole thing will be a little bit closer like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that looks better.
Yeah,
See if
butter.
it has the same length. No, that's really solid. And then when this comes in, actually it might be okay. Because this also isn't bolted down. So we'll cut up to about there. Might have to trim the bumper just a hair, but we might be okay actually.
There'll be a little bit of trimming still. We still got to take. We haven't taken these off since they started laying the
No,
glass yet.
Yeah, these two have to be taken off and have the trim the edges to have the backs.
Yeah, look at that angle.
So we actually might just fully disregard what I just said. Might have to do it.
I like it. I like it. That's better news for me. Either way, I'm gonna start taping that crap, and then we'll start doing that. I got some more brushes. Then I gotta make this repair right here. I gotta have to fix that soon. That's the only thing left. And for this,
The last big thing.
this last big thing.
Small stuff here.
Oh yes, where you sanded through my hard work. So I'm gonna build something. I think to cup this, and then lay some tape and pull it up and over so it like does a.
Yeah,
Anyways.
fill in like this big lip too.
Yeah,
right
and
up
here.
to there.
This divot.
Yeah, all that up to here.
Yeah.
Stops.
Because there's so many deviations here. I need to cover them. What does deviation even mean?
It's like you're going this way and you're slowly deviating to the left. It's slowly going off course.
You're going off course, so it's not a straight line.
Yeah, so when I say it's got a deviation,
Yeah.
it's not straight. It's slow. It's got a small deviation to the right or left, or there's a low spot, right?
Oh, I thought you meant like these are deviations here.
No,
This
a
is
low spot. Deviation, when I say that 90,000 times in a day, it's the body lines. I
Right.
see something and it's going a bit cockeyed to the right. It's deviating to the right.
Deviating
gotta
to
make
the
sure
right.
I hit that.
Right.
New word, you know? You're gonna put on the video, it's gonna call deviation. Little small deviations. Small little deviations is okay. Any little deviation, small deviations.
Deviations.
Have I said that? Actually? Deviation? Wow.
All right, so after a little bit of cleanup, and Brandon's back home, so now we're going to get on some stuff before he returns this week. So what I'm going to do now is mount this stuff onto the car. I still have a few more repairs to do as usual, but what we're going to do is I'll show you how I'm going to mount these side skirts. Now I was trying to drill a hole and tap a hole into the frame so I could kind of just stick a bolt up through the bottom, but the side skirts are pretty heavy and they stick out quite a bit. So the issue is I don't want them to shake and rattle. I really like them to be really solid. So the front is part of the issue. The front tapers into the body and I won't be able to bolt the fender to the side skirt. In the back, however, I can put a bolt straight through into the side skirt. So my plan is to weld in 2 nuts on either side of the frame, put a piece of flat stock that's pretty thick, and have it come out this way from this body onto the side skirt, just like I did for the reverse mounting hardware on the fenders. So that I'm going to fiberglass it actually right onto the side skirt, and that should keep it pretty solid. I'm going to have a frame kind of come out, right out to the side skirt. We're going to fiberglass that in and get going on that. So I got the welder out, clean up the floor because I was rolling around in dust, and yeah, get grinding and welding, and we can start trying to mount these up. It's a little hard since I don't have a hoist and the car is kind of on the ground, so maybe I'll jack it up a little bit and we'll try and figure that out. But yeah, found some nuts and bolts that'll work, weld the nuts to the car, and yeah, we'll just get going. Okay, so I've cut this nice L bracket, and basically, as you can see here, I've cut a little notch. This is going to accommodate for the angle underneath the car. This is kind of going to go a little bit more like this. I'm going to weld this. This should give this some structure instead of just a piece of flat stock, which I think is going to fail. So just putting a piece of flat stock, I think, is just going to have it bend. So this will eliminate it from bending down. And anyway, we're going to bolt her on and see how it looks. Let's fill a to-do list. First things first. Well, how do you want me to write this? Finish?
I do want to. I guess we can do it in what? Oh, I guess. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Front lip, fiberglass, FG. 3 layers. Okay.
Okay.
And mount.
Okay.
You're really good at this list thing.
Yeah.
from today.
Yeah. Got 102 days until they're in.
So we got a list, as you've seen on the board. I've been just kind of popping around. I shortened the wing things. I got them all sanded down. Now ready to go. I just got to get some holes drilled, put that wing hardware into the wing and fiberglass it in. The side skirts are over there. Got to reinforce those mounts, and then the front lip we're still fixing. Now, on the list, I have to take out the door hardware on the driver's side. Now, the driver's side looks like it got a new window regulator from 1985, which is only a year older than this car, or a year newer. So it is the old style with a plastic ribbon. Anyway, I'll show you guys after. Oh, is that touching?
Yeah, that's why there's a nick there.
Oh no, we're gonna have to up that. So I don't have the hood latches in right now, and that is a problem because every time I open the door, I'm chipping the hood. So Brandon's getting very angry, and I can just see the anger in his face right now. Okay, anyway, let me show you one more thing. Come on over here, Brandon. I want you to pull that speaker box out to the left and be very careful.
Is there a nest?
Look out for the mice!
Wow.
Oh, have you ever seen a mouse nest?
Look at that. I had a nest actually in the Datsun.
You do?
I was like, what's in the back of the speakers?
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that's mouse poop. So it was stinky a little bit.
Yeah.
It up. Yeah, not fun.
That's the last one. That makes 7 officially in this car.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because every time I laid under the driver's side, I was like, "What's that smell?" And then I was like, "Oh, another one."
On.
Hey?
Put some gloves on. It's probably got some poop in there.
Oh yeah, I gotta vacuum that crap out. Spray 9 it, whatever. But anyways, the door hardware is out. Now I can drill through here into where that fender piece is going to go on both sides. So you see the driver's side's out.
Smart.
See? There's a method to the madness. However, this door has been fixed, so this side is going to be done first. Looks like everything. So if we shut it, it's beautiful. I changed the hinges. Oops. Yeah, I changed the hinges, the hinge pins actually. Pretty good fitment, eh? And so anyway, I changed the door pins. And yeah, this one's ready to go. So you see this line here. Within this area, I need to put 2 mounts, maybe one here. It's really close to the latch. Maybe here. Anyways, I'm not sure. I could always drill this out too. Cut this because this won't be seen. And there's already a hole there. I could maybe put one there instead. That's, using your noggin.
Noggin time.
Yeah. Believe it or not, clowns have noggins.
I know, right? It's weird.
It is. Can you show me some deviations you found?
I'm the deviation man. There isn't.
All right, there's no deviations.
No deviations today, really.
No
The front
deviations.
left fender. Put a quick recap of where we're at.
Okay.
With the flares. Front left fender is metal glaze stage, so it's just all the tiny little deviations and little low spots and everything to fill that. We'll fill that and make it super smooth.
Yep.
The front right, I just finished pretty much all the main stuff, so that's pretty much ready for its metal glaze as well. And the rears, I just have to finish up some filler stuff because we had to do some bigger repairs.
Yep. So this year as you've seen, you can see the shadow behind here. Probably I have to reinforce the back of this actually, which is good. It's off now. But Jay had cut this. I want to talk to that guy again. But anyway, Jay cut this off a little short, so he had to add some more to get the shape. Then we're going to reinforce this, and then this can also look as cool as the other side. Front lip is coming along nicely. There's 2 layers on here now, or 2.5-ish. This bottom lip needs to be reinforced, 3 layers, and then another 1.5 layers here, and then this thing is good to start sanding properly. It is getting hard, but it's still a little flexy, and I think because it's the lowest frontest piece, we're going to make it as strong as possible. So if I got to use the rest of that can in this, I will. Probably not, but I will.
I want to get brittle.
Brittle!
I'm joking.
You're right, actually. The resin to cloth ratio should be better. So, what are we doing back here?
I'm just finishing up the lower section. I just started sanding it down. I got to do a little bit more fill. It's a little bit wavy. Each side was a little bit different.
Yeah, it's starting to look good though.
I want to just fill this out just a bit more with some fill, just to bring it out just a bit more, and then it'll be passable in my books.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Pretty well straight. All these little low spots. I was going to fill with powder glass, but I'm just going to let the powder glaze do that job. They're so small that it's going to take care of that.
Yeah.
All this is done. I do have to sand out a notch here for where that body line is, like on the other side.
It's too bad.
So we have a notch there when we made it, but this side we don't. So I have to just kind of sand a little bit of a radius out of there.
Perfect.
And then this side will be almost done as well.
Fantastic.
The flares are almost bodywork done. Everything else will go much faster because they're flat.
Fantastic. This side skirt has to come off. Once he's done messing around with this, I have to open the door to get this off because there's a lip that connects it also. But the mounts we made, fantastic. They are beautiful. Yep. Fantastic.
We've
Fantastic.
got 100 days from today.
Oh yes, we have now hit 100 days. Until
That's
driven.
Not a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. It's like 3 months and 10 days. If you have exactly 30 days per month.
Yeah.
But that's,
I want to think of it that way, yeah.
well, I'm just trying to think of it.
Yeah, it's a good way of putting it.
A good way to stay motivated. Not like, oh man, we only have 100 days. Man. No.
It's the flares that I was like.
Are the flares bugging you? Like what's hanging?
What was bugging me is the flares because they're so curvy and I don't want them to look bad once they're painted. So I want to make sure I'm addressing the areas of concern as best as I can before we even step foot into paint. Side skirts, front splitter, not worried about.
You're not worried about
They're
because
flat.
they're flat and straight.
It's way easier to bodywork than having all that's curved in a weird way. The parts that go on the side, they go out a bit, and like the tops, they're totally different than what side skirts are. Those are all just right angles, whatever. Sorry, they're not even close to right angles, but you know what I'm talking about. Just a fucking fine.
You had to swear, right? So, and just want to show you, like, these are the pieces I made on the base. You know, they're just basic blocks. And, you know, Brandon made these nice, swoopy, curvy things. You know, that's just what Brandon does. But I just want to showcase, you know, I do rudimentary items. Maybe just very
Jay built
square.
all of the side skirts and the front splitter. You did all of that.
I tried.
I just kept working on flares.
You just
If you
kept
did it
working.
the other way, we would not be here.
If we had continued to work together on these things?
Yeah, I don't think we'd be at this stage.
No.
We'd be a little behind. I'd be really worried.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We are making good progress as well on the Rocket Bunny kit for the C4. We're going to try and fit it on. Actually, we did.
That's version 2.
This is version 2, yeah. So stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss this.
Background project.
Yeah, background project. Actually, you're not supposed to see this. Let me just get that out of there. But we did put this on the car. Actually, do you have that fender again?
I can get it.
It looks so good on here.
It doesn't look. I mean, if we stretched it.
If we stretched it out, it would look cool. But just so you know, or you could see it, you know, like.
It really wouldn't look bad.
Yeah, it would be insane. I mean, I don't know how much this kit costs, but this for what, 350Z? 370Z?
Yeah.
I think 50Z. I don't know. It's for a Nissan, but yeah, like having it on the, look at that. Oh, with those tires. Oh, man.
Actually, like, is the radius of the tire perfectly.
It's perfect, yeah.
It would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But hey,
So yeah, version 2. Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna start producing these full time,
your retrofit.
and we're quitting our day jobs, and that's it. We're gonna manufacture fiberglass parts and shorten our life by about 20 years.
I've already done that.
You've already done that, yeah. Other than that, good progress on this stuff. We're still hustling away. So 100 days until driven. We've got how many days till July 15th? So like 50. Let's say it's probably halfway.
Halfway.
Mid July is like halfway. So
That's a stretch. But we got this.
oh yeah, we got this. 50 days. 100 days. Also, the molds all came out nice, like the little pieces we made for the side skirts and the front lip. So I'm going to keep them. Brandon recommended I keep them just in case it's smashed into something, and I can make the part exactly the same again. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to get back to work. I'm going to continue with this door. I got to suck out that nest. We're doing time lapse in here right now. We're just hustling along, so there might not be a lot of talking, and I'm sure you probably enjoy that a lot more. But we'll show you the process. Again, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, good or bad, call us funny names, whatever, put it down below. Let's get back.
will be here next week.
The Datsun's coming next week.
I'm going to try to bring it next week. Keeps breaking. What can I say?
Brandon's Datsun's coming next week. We'll do a little build biography. We'll see what he thinks. You know, we'll do a little thing. We'll talk to him about it.
See what I did on that. That makes me quite honest.
Yeah, maybe we'll show his work. He painted the car. It is absolutely stunning. So we'll see it next week. But for now, we'll keep going. So, as you can see, they came out beautiful. Now what we're going to do is add some reinforcement here. They've been epoxied on, these mounts. They fit really nice. I didn't get any video footage of that because I just took them back off again to do some work. So basically what we're going to do here is add some fiberglass around these mounts, fuse them into the panel, and then these are good to go after that. So once that's done, then we're going to move back on to this part. The front lip is coming along as well. I did a couple coats of that, and now I'm going to add another few coats inside this front lip. We're already pretty solid, and I think it's pretty good. It's a little flexible, and I don't think that's really going to be a problem, but anyways, we'll see. And maybe I'll add a couple more sheets up through the top and stuff. I do have some extra glass, so I'm going to get back onto this, do this lip, get it done, and then we can start working on this wing. I do need to get this door done actually first, and that involves changing the pins on here because the door moves up and down, as well as reinstalling the latch, which was seized, and then we'll get this door fitted, and I'll be able to mount that fender onto here so Brandon can give it a cut. You got here? Show me what you made.
I made a lot of more more filler dust.
Yeah, more of a mess.
So the side skirts are made and they're mounted. They have the brackets, jaded great on that.
Thanks, man.
And I'm just putting more filler.
So now we're smoothing them out. They were a little wavy, I guess, from the fiberglass molding, but
It's
all in
flat.
all, it's flat.
It's flat.
And this took how long?
I don't know, 45 minutes blocking, maybe a little less.
Slick.
And it's almost, the top's almost done. It's way faster than the flares are, as they're flat surfaces.
I don't see any deviations on that.
That's tons. I can feel it. It's small. Like high spots right here.
Uh-huh.
Because it's going black, you're going to see it.
Oh,
And this is the top, so the tops I like to make it as flat as possible.
of course. They're just going to be covered in footprints anyway.
Yeah. No step. Remember, we gotta put like right here.
All right, no step.
No step.
No step. No step. The other one is done as well. We're waiting for that to dry. We've fiberglassed in the brackets. Wings coming up. The front has been laid. I think it's solid enough. We'll have to make some repairs if needed. I didn't go 4 layers like I wanted to because it's going to get some filler. So it'll get a little heavier as we do that. But yeah, underneath here, there's 2 nice frame rails that go underneath. And I'm going to make some L channels and bracket that up. Then we'll connect this to this fender, and that will add some structure there as well. We'll add some pieces in the back if need be. But yeah, pretty well all the pieces are made now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
That's a good feeling.
that is a great feeling. We are down to 97 days until driven, and we're feeling confident about that.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little better. I started the body work on the car today too.
Oh yes,
Put
look,
some filler.
look at this patchwork.
The cracks. I ground down the cracks. I did some fiberglass resin repair, sanded that smooth, and then just some fiberglass fill on top. Just getting that, and that's nice and smooth now.
Yep.
This was also fixed as well. I got to do a little bit in this corner from the previous bodywork that's been done that chipped away and got some moisture under there. So got to do that there. I have one on the left rear quarter I have to block out, and then block that, make sure it's straight.
Ugh, that.
It's honestly not bad. It's pretty straight. It's just we have these little like cut marks when we took the flares off.
Yeah.
So I just gotta skim that in, clean up this edge as well. It's not nice.
For sure.
This is the small stuff on the body. The body I wasn't worried about. It was relatively straight. It's the kit that's the most work. But
Yes.
we're looking good.
You're looking quite good, yeah.
If we get primer state, it's gonna go a lot faster. I'm excited for that.
It's going to be real nice. Now, you can't jump ahead and prime a piece, okay?
No,
you have to
not-
finish.
That's something we don't jump ahead. But if I didn't get to the next step like we've been doing now, we wouldn't be here.
Right. Plus, it keeps a little more hype going. You're like, oh man, this is actually looking nice, and you can
I will
kind of
say this is a
continue.
lot of work for one guy. If you did this all by yourself, man, you'd be a couple of years into just body work trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work for one guy.
And that being said, we are professionals. We have been doing this every day for the last 2 months. So, or since February, I guess when we started, February, March-ish, we started this project for the body work. And anyways, I was watching some videos back the other day. It was pretty funny to see how far Brandon's come along as well in his development. Yeah, learned a ton. But basically, the whole car is made of chemicals and a little bit of fiber. It's pretty crazy how you can just create something out of nothing or from a drawing. And yeah, back onto this. We've got some metal glaze on that fender. It is so smooth. When I'm feeling down, I come and rub it, and it feels really good. Onto the wing. This wing will come. I got these on Amazon. They're fairly cheap. I wanted to make my own things, but this saved me at least a day, 2 days of work. So I've cut off the old pieces underneath here. I'm going to extend this out a bit because now this is pushing out. I decided to put the mount between the taillights. There's some meat here. You can get your hand inside. Otherwise here, next to impossible. So now we're starting to do things as of ease. And yeah, so basically this wing was a Greenwood knockoff, and I've decided to deconstruct it and make it into something else. So it seems to be okay. We're going to get the car back down here shortly once we get some more things. Yeah, I don't know. I still have to put the seats on and stuff, but yeah, we're knocking off the list. Doing very well. Doing very well. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. We'll try to keep the updates coming as much as possible. There'll be a lot of time lapse, a lot of the stuff just so you don't have to see us sanding constantly. But
yeah, we're in a hustle to get this done.
Yeah, we're in a hustle. So basically, GoPros are going up, and we'll just record the whole thing as we're going. I'll try and do a few things when we reach a certain point, like this. That fender is really nice. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Consider hitting the join button if you want to support the build and the channel. It sends us money for coffee, and we really appreciate that. Also, if you want to catch us on Instagram, you can find me at rust_n_bust and Denny's Customs at Denny's_customs on Instagram. So give us a follow. Check it out. We update there almost every day. So all kinds of stuff that goes there. A lot of the updates are there before they hit the video, obviously, because it takes time to edit and whatnot. So appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned. We are on the home stretch. This fender is amazing. The rest of it can look this nice, and it will very soon. That is going very quickly. This is going very quickly. We're now in the crunch. 97 days. 97 days. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.